Before I came, I was on the road to death. I literally got out of jail the day before I came here.
Life before I came here was predictable. It was hell on earth. I'd leave work and have situations where I'd be very uncomfortable with my mother, and I'd just basically react to everything and, well, forget it. So after repeatedly doing that for a while, I just kind of took off on my own. I had enough money to keep myself up until the money ran out and had no place to live, and I wound up sleeping in my car. So that was the end. And in the end, I went to jail. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. When you're in active addiction, you kind of live like this double life. And it consisted of, I would go to my mother's nursing school after shooting up heroin in the first 5 minutes of being awake. I'd give orientation to nursing students, a class of 30. No one would know what was going on. I'd conduct myself accordingly.
My ex-wife now left me, took my kids, and I went on a journey that I recommend for nobody. To the depths of the valleys, man, it was horrendous.
I mean, you do things that I would never do today. I put myself and people I love in positions that, you know, I would never do today. But addiction takes such a strong hold of you that, you know, you're gonna do whatever you have to do by whatever means necessary.
You know, in 1938, we were founded by 9 Christian businessmen, including the father of evangelist Billy Graham. They fed, sheltered, and clothed people struggling with homelessness, but in everything that they did, they wanted to make God's love very real to people who felt like they were on the outside looking in. While our program has changed over these last 80 years, that message of making God's love real to a very fragile population hasn't changed.
At the Shelter Rescue Mission, speaking from a counseling perspective, we're allowed to work with our residents. We don't have like a doctor's office like so many other treatment programs. We're not 15 minutes per patient. They not only receive from a therapeutic perspective and their counseling, their groups, things of that nature. We provide them with the opportunity to go to school if they want to go to school. They finish the program, they can stay here for 45 days, which allows them time to seek employment or whatever they want to do.
To watch them open their eyes and actually want to ask questions, want to dig down and find out what's happened. Why did this happen to me? It's just like watching a child in school learning to read, and there's like, you know, you see a child and they're looking at sight words and like, oh, I got it. It's the same thing with the ladies that we work with here, and they're like, I got it. I get it now.
This place works because I've seen guys come through here that was completely hopeless, that had nothing, that were defiant in the beginning, that were angry, that was full of emotional turmoil, and in 30 days they changed their whole perception and outlook on life while they were here. And within the next 30 days they was following everything that they needed to do, and by the time they got to the 90-day mark of the program, they was ready to transition into the Learning Center. They got jobs successfully right offhand, and we're talking about guys with felonies that's hard to get jobs. So, you know, it's kind of a God deal. As they started putting that trust and reliance and dependence upon God, and I think they truly found out how amazing it was that He did for them what they couldn't do for themselves.
Coming through this program, I've learned that I have found my purpose through service to others. And so I am now currently working in Boone for a Christian women's rehab and helping other women to, you know, figure things out, you know, their recovery and figure out their relationship with God, and to learn how to live on a daily basis, you know, with life on life's terms.
But if it hadn't been for coming in here and learning, you know, some simple rules, just learning to be honest with people and learning to do the next right thing and putting God before anything else. I learned how to live, and I learned how to live in sobriety.
The journey of taking the time out to get to know myself and establish a relationship with God. The climb, the battle, the struggle, the ups, the downs. That was the best part.
It took me quite some time to realize that I had to forgive myself before I could move on. It wasn't so much everybody forgiving me, it was more about me forgiving me.
So now as I walk through life and, I've been through transition and I'm out in today's society, if my gut's tugging sideways, something's not right about the situation, and it's good. That way I can change either my thought, my thinking, or my behavior, or how I'm reacting to a situation. So that was important to me.
I am standing outside the campus of the Charlotte Rescue Mission Rebound Men's Program. This building formerly was a factory. Today, the Rescue Mission is converting it into a coffee shop and restaurant called Community Matters Cafe. The purpose is to teach life skills to graduates of both our Rebound Men's and Dove's Nest Women's Program with a goal of helping our graduates thrive in society.